This is the setting. War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the Wyoming Cowboys. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. So Wyoming's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To throw, it's Locke. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Running inside, it's Harris. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
3rd and 6 yards to go. Making side adjustments here. Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the run, deep down the right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing and understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's locked. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game 1. It's tough to take an injury this early. Right back to the well. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Runs through a tackle. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And these are my favorite type of running backs. Guys that run angry, that break tackles. Even when nothing's there, Jesse, they're still going to get me positive yards. Give me that guy all day long.
These were my favorite types of defenses to play against. Ones that don't tackle well and don't use the proper fundamentals. Obviously, I was never the guy carrying the football myself, but hey, we're going to be racking up yards, moving up and down the field, scoring points, and that is beautiful if you're on home.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Fires to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's caught. It's Holman. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason, and injury this early in the year. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Harris. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's locked. Here comes the heat. Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Release to the back. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter.
Wyoming 7, Houston 0.
And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Punt is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Can't get him to the ground. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's now up to 52 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but a nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
The Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Holman. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cowboys!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's locked. Extending the play. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Finds his back in the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. To the air, it's locked. Finds the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He might want another play. Using his legs, it's Harris. Makes it past the marker. Here's a little room there. Drills him with the stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Pocket breaking down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
you don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
Runs through the tackle. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cowboy.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's locked. With the catch, it's Burns. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's go.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking left. Finds his man open.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get.
Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Hit as he throws. Tight end getting vertical. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Locke. Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's O'Neal. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line at return.
And it's the Crimson Tide with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start this third quarter with a run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. Got his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Got a man, it's Burns. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. It's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Breaks loose. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Keeps it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Looking for more room.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football.
Back's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And the point after is good. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Gives it on the option. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Finds his tight end.
Man, that's a big gain down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
Hitting just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw, it's Locke. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Upstairs, he's got it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Nice move to keep running. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
First down for the offense.
The Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Brown again. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Break. Here we go. Down, ready. Red 54, red 54. Jet. Go.
Back to pass. It's locked. Flips it out to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can just...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They go right back to it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Using his legs, it's Holman. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. And it's a sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. The offense changing the play. Got room to work. There's some room. Picks up the first down. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. They want that clock to run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. One more time, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's good enough for a first down.
A give to Brown. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying play action. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.